Hello everybody, welcome back to Simple Art for Adults. My name is Erin, and as you probably already know from the title of this video, today I'm going to be swatching my 120 set of Caran Pablo colored pencils. And I'm going to do it on this sheet that is done by Mystic Sparkle Wings. If you search on Google, you will find her. And she does give permission to use this, just not to redistribute it. So for that reason, and just to be safe, I don't know if it's a she, he, she, they, I'm not sure. But just to be safe, I'm not going to provide a link to where I found it. I'll leave it up to you guys to go and look for it if you want to find it. But it is a 150 swatch sheet. They are very small, but for colored pencil, it's enough for me. And I like being able to see all of my colors all on one screen. So I have my case of Pablo's beside me. I have my first set of colors in my hand. I have my chart ready, and I have all the color names in the right color order all lined out. I have my little swatch sheet here, or swatch sheet, my little stencil here, and I haven't decided which of these little stencils is going to work best. I think, because I'm not really sure, honestly. I'm thinking this one, but it's slightly bigger, so I think we're going to stick with this little square. This is a Staedtler Professional Home Planning and Layout template. I picked this up at Office Depot. If I can find a link to it, I'll put it in the description for you. But I got this a long time ago at Office Depot. So whether or not you're going to be able to find it now, I'm not sure. I just can't decide which of these swatches is going to be the best swatch for my needs. Maybe this little rectangle. Maybe this rectangle. That one's too wide. That one's definitely too big. There's not one that really fits the sheet exactly, unfortunately, for me. Maybe that little oval. I think I like the oval. We'll do oval shapes. Okay, so this is going to be tough for me trying to do this and keeping it all in your all's view, but I'm going to do my very best. Alright, so we're going to start with white, and I have a little Post-it pad here so I can scribble off any extra color. And I do always swatch the white. I know that might seem ridiculous, but you know, I gotta be thorough. So I'm going hard pressure at the top and then gradually lessening my pressure as I get to the other edge of the circle. So I'm going to be putting these into the case as I go. So it may take some time for me to do this. I'm not 100% certain if I'm going to end up speeding this up any at all. But several people asked me to go ahead and make this video, so I'm going to go ahead and do so. My neighbors are outside. It sounds like listening to some music, so hopefully that won't come into this room. They are never quiet, ever. They are those neighbors, and I'm sure that you guys know exactly what I'm talking about, because I think everybody has had those neighbors. These folks are definitely those neighbors all weekend long, but at least they don't do it late at night when people are trying to sleep, so there's always that. Okay, so now we're on to pale yellow, and I'm trying to put these more in like a color spectrum order. Don't know how well I'm gonna do here, but we're gonna see what we can do. Canary yellow, which is this one. And I'm going to have to dig for some of these too because I don't have them all out. They're not in the right color spectrum order in my case. They're in the order that they came from the factory, which I don't like it. And I didn't like the swatches that I had previously. And I need to do this again anyway, so it helps if I hold my pencil straight up and down and inside the stencil. Alright, so now we need Naples yellow, which is right here. And now we're on to regular yellow. I like the stencil because I can kind of see through it, which is helpful. So I can see the color name without having to completely lift up the stencil every single time. Golden yellow. So how's everyone? It is currently Sunday where I am now, but you guys will probably see this on Wednesday. I'm not 100% certain, maybe Tuesday. I have a color in chat that I want to record too, so we'll see which day it ends up going live. I just don't know yet. That was Fast Orange. These colors are just so vivid. I love them. And now we're on to orange. And it's really hard for me to do this gradient because just barely touching this paper and the pigment's everywhere. And it's printer paper, guys. I'm trying to keep this in your all's frame of view here, but it's harder than it looks because I'm really zoomed in. Reddish orange. People were asking me about the colors in this set and if I like them better than Prisma. And honestly, they are my favorite set. And I think that's because they're so well suited for landscapes and botanicals. And that's what I like to color more than anything else. And if I ever draw anything, it's generally flowers or fruit or something of that nature. So yes, these are the colors in this set definitely suit my style. The way, if I had to describe the Caran Pablo pencils to somebody, it's like they're a 50-50 mix between Faber-Castell Polychromos and Prismacolors. That's what they feel like, and according to their formula, I think that's what they are. Of course, the Faber-Castell Polychromos are, oh, that's dark carmine. We need Scarlet. Where are you, Scarlet? Oh, I have some pencils in this bag. I bet they're in here. Go ahead and move this over. Yep, there's the Scarlet. So the Polychromos are oil-based, and you know, if you've ever used Polychromos, then you understand what oil-based means. They're not waxy feeling. They're a hard pencil, but at the same time, they're really pigmented, and they go down on the paper like a dream. The Prismacolor, on the other hand, are very waxy, and they're very soft. And they also go down on paper like a dream, but a lot of people don't like the wax buildup that they get with them. I'm on to Raspberry Red. I'm trying to find all of my colors here. Purple, what's this? Bordeaux Red. I'm going to stop putting these on here because this is going to get noisy if I keep doing it like that. What color is this? Carmine Dark. Burnt Sienna, Indian Red. I'm not sure where some of my colors are. I know they're all here. I just don't know where they are. Raspberry Red. So anyway, the Prismacolors are really waxy, and there are some people who don't like the waxiness of the Prismacolor. They're too soft almost for some applications. Now, in my experience as somebody who uses both Polychromos and Prismacolor regularly, all the time, they're some of my favorite pencils. I do have the full sets of both, and I do use them both often. I find that these pencils, the Caran Pablo pencils, are pretty much dead center right in between the two. They are much firmer than a Prismacolor, but they're also much softer than a Polychromos. And they blend almost like a wax pencil, but they feel like an oil pencil. It's really hard to explain it. Those of you out there who use these pencils, who are familiar with the Pablos, you probably know what I'm trying to say. You're probably already like, yeah, I'm there with you, sister. I get you. But basically, I think that's the best way to describe the Pablos. They're like, if a Polychromos and a Prismacolor had an illegitimate love child, it would be a Pablo colored pencil. It just would be. And they're beautiful pencils. They're easy to work with. I'm trying to glance up every once in a while and make sure I'm still in the frame for you guys. They're easy to work with. They come in a perfect range of colors for what I need. Artists, now I watch a lot of artists, colored pencil artists, which I'm not. I'm not a colored pencil artist. I'm a colorist and not a professional one at that. But the artists that I do watch tend to use luminance more when they... Is this rose? Okay, this says rose pink. I'm trying to find pink. Salmon, Indian red. They use polychromos, they use the luminance from Caran more for portraiture. And they use the Pablos more for landscapes and botanicals and things of that nature. And I think pretty much everybody that I've watched is in agreement on that. And you can use either set for either thing. They both have a wonderful range of earthy tones. And they both have some good skin tones. But I think that the skin tones in the luminance line are better than the ones in the Pablo line. And that's just my own personal opinion. When I color portraits, if I'm going to color skin, I will use either my Prismacolors or my luminance at this point. The Pablos I haven't tried yet, so I can't honestly sit and tell you that it's good or bad. I just haven't done it yet, so I really don't know. Okay, now we are on to Salmon Pink, which is in my hand right here. This is a nice soft color. And like some other pencil brands, some of these pencils feel super soft and other ones feel a little harder. I haven't come across any super scratchy ones. And I have swatched these once before. Now we're on to Salmon. Close that out of my screen. My casting app that I use so I can use my Chromebook as a monitor keeps asking me to rate it, like right in the middle of my videos. And it's starting to annoy me, so I guess I'm going to have to give in and rate it. Apricot, which is probably this one. Looks like it, yep, right there. There we go. Granite Rose, which I believe is this one. Yep. One of my favorite colors in this set. Looks like a really pale rose. I really like it. Alright, now we're on to light purple, which is actually more pink right here. And then, let's see, purple. Their music is slowly getting louder, and it'll just continue to get louder throughout the course of the day, so if you can hear it in the background, my apologies, there isn't much I can do about it. I can go down there and tell them to turn it off, and they will for like 10 minutes. I think what happens is that it's happy hour all weekend for them, so they seem to forget that then other people have to live near them. Alright, I'm slowly pulling the blues out and moving them over because I'm going to need more room for the ones I'm doing. Purplish red right here. And there we go. Mauve. I'm not sure where that one is. I think it's probably one of these though. Yep, right here. I love this color in this set. It's beautiful. Of course, you guys know me. I'm a huge fan of anything and everything that is purple. So, forever and always. All right, pulling out more blues because I'm going to need the room. It's going to be fun when I have to sort back through all those blues. Purple. That's aubergine. It's periwinkle. That's royal blue. Where is the purple? Oh! One just slid out of my hand. I'll find that one in a minute. Alright, purple. Violet. This right here is my favorite color, purple. Just the nice, deep, saturated purple. Alright, let's find that other pencil that I lost. Fortunately, I have everything over here. all nice and situated. Bear with me just a second. Alright, crisis averted. I found the pencil. It was the lilac, which just happened to be the one that we needed next. So I'm going to go ahead and keep on swatching. We've got 120 colors we need to get through. This pencil feels a little scratchy compared to some of the others. It feels a little bit waxier. So I guess there is that little bit of difference. And then we're on to aubergine, which is what they call an eggplant in the UK. I did not know this until I heard Color with Claire say it on one of her color pencil tutorials that was on YouTube the other day. And I found that very fascinating because I always wondered what aubergine was. Periwinkle blue. I'm familiar enough with these colors that I should be able to pick them out fairly easily once we get into the blues. Royal blue. That one's here in my hand. It is really crazy windy outside right now too, so. Okay, and now we're on to violet, which I think I put over here. Oops. That's not a good thing. Yeah, this one's purple violet. Well, let's see if we can. I doubt it. Good old electric eraser to the rescue. I'm trying to take most of this color off. And then we're going to put the right color on there. I've completely forgot that there are two separate violets. There we go. It'll cover it good enough, I think. I'll just have to remember that maybe this side over here isn't quite right, because it's got that little bit of shadow underneath of it. Goofy, silly. All right, now the dark violet, the actual violet, goes right here. Now, if I put it where you can see it, huh? There we go. And yeah, we need indigo blue, which is one of these right here. The indigo in this set is beautiful. I mean, it's nice. I gotta stop moving my stencil around everywhere. Pull out the light blues. All right, Prussian blue, which is this one. This is going to be much nicer for me. I'll have them in actual spectrum order in both my swatch and in my case, which is going to be incredibly helpful. Night blue. So far, so good. I'm finding them pretty quickly, which I was worried, and I didn't want to drive anybody crazy looking for pencils through the whole video. There's the night blue. Ultramarine, which I believe is this one. Yep. This pencil's definitely scratchier. You guys can probably even hear it. Oh yeah, and it's dustier too. So it's definitely formulated a little differently than the rest so far. And it's pretty dusty. It's a beautiful color though. I've heard people talk about different pigments, and apparently it's difficult to make blue pencils because of some of the pigments that go into them. All right, we're on to marine blue. That's bluish gray. That's sapphire. That's gentian blue. That's marine blue. Okay. Another gorgeous color. I love all the colors in this set. They're so pretty. I don't think there's any colors in here that I just don't like. bluish gray, which I just had somewhere. That's pastel. That's sky, gentian, sapphire, bluish gray right here. And someone in the next room is watching a movie and it's incredibly loud, so if you can hear that, I'm very sorry. All right, sapphire blue right here. The range of blues in this set is just insane. Regular blue. And that's the name of the pencil, is just blue. Gentian blue. This one. Oh, I'm getting out of frame again almost. I'll get these pencils out of the way. There we go. Now you can see it. This one feels scratchy too. It feels scratchy like the ultramarine did. I can't talk today. I'm still having words issues. Blue jeans. We got sky blue. We've got pastel blue. Oh, blue jeans is a light color. Okay. That one feels a little scratchy too. Like they've all got the same pigment in it almost, but just diluted in different ways, I guess. Okay, pastel blue. Oh, it's upside down. I gotta put it this way. There's like a little notch. So, put blue jeans in there. Pastel blue is this one. Sky blue is this one, I think. Yep. And then we've got light blue. It should be this one, I think. Yep. This is another really, really pretty color. It's nice and bright. And then we've got bluish pale. That's light green, that's turquoise green. Bluish pale, where are you? Azurite blue. Turquoise blue. We may have to skip that one for right now because I don't see it. Nope, nope, there it is. I had it over it with the grays in my pencil case. Sorry about the shake in there. This looks like a cloud blue or powder blue in the Prismacolor. It's very light, so you may not be able to see it so well on the camera, but I hope you can. I'm running out of room here, guys. There we go. All right, turquoise blue. There is a turquoise blue and a turquoise green in this set, and you will get to see them both. And they are both very, very pretty. And now we have cobalt blue, and I have to get back inside the case for this one because it is in the case. And then azurite. I'll go ahead and grab that one out next too. All right, so cobalt blue. This one's also kind of scratchy. I don't use blues a lot in my coloring, so those are some of the pencils that I personally know the least. And this is, oh, that's malachite. We need azurite. There's azurite right here. Azurite blue. It's like a nice seawater color. And these may not feel as scratchy on better paper. I'm on printer paper. I printed out a bunch of these charts because I'm going to be redoing all of my swatches. Turquoise green now. So this is just tinted toward the green instead of the blue. It has that nice aqua color. And now we're on to jade green, which is over here. Like a seafoam green. I like it. I like it a lot. Or almost like a real pale mint. Alright, time to pull more pencils out of the case so I can get to them. Okay, malachite light green right here. I think this is meant to just be light green. I'm not certain. This is how it was labeled on the website, so this is what I'm going with. It's like a light turquoise. Opaline green, which is right here. That's a really pretty, I love all the greens in this set. There isn't a green that I don't like. Greenish blue, which is in my hand. Just double check. I want to put the wrong one in there again. I've already been there and done that one time today. And then regular malachite green. I've already done the light malachite, so now we're on to the regular. It's like a bluish viridian, almost. Okay, now we're going to move to lime, which is really super bright green. Well, pale bright green, I guess I should say. Good for many things. I love the pastel colors in this set. Spring green, which is also a nice bright one. That one needs to visit a sharpener. Nice day here today. You can hear all the motorcycles outside. They've been going most of the day. Light green. Oh, that's not where you can see it. Let me move it over just a little. Light green. Working with limited space and zoomed in really far, so I'm sorry if I keep moving around everywhere. Pulling out more yellow, more of the earthy colors. All right, yellow green. Veronese green. These are a lot of the colors that I used in my Ivy and Inky Butterfly page that I started. I'm going to be finishing that up soon. So, I think I've decided on my colors for my butterfly, but I'm going to give it another day or two and see if anybody else makes any suggestions. But I think I've pretty much decided. Now we're grayish green. Okay. Peacock green. And then we have Empire green. These greens aren't quite as soft as some of the others are either. So that's something to note. Grass green. You probably might even be able to hear them scratching a little more. All right, now I gotta pull some grays out because they are all in my way. After greens, it moves into earth tones in this chart, which I appreciate. Okay. Emerald green. Bluish green. There's so many greens in this set. Do you understand why I like it so much now? With all the botanicals that I color, all the greens and all the pretty pinks and purples and all the earthy colors. That's just one of the reasons why these are some of my favorite pencils. That and that they blend beautifully. They're just wonderful for blending and layering. Moss green, if you layer them lightly, they're translucent. You can see through to the color that you put down first. If you go in with a heavy hand, like a light hand with your first layers and then a heavy hand with the ones after, it's pretty opaque. So there's a lot of mileage in these pencils. Spruce green. Dark green. Let me move these out of the way. Put these over here with all the other browns so I have a little more room. I'm using my writing board for this, and there's like a clipboard clip at the other end that I keep running my paper into. So, and my space again is just, it's a small little space, but it's quieter and much more private, and it's much better for me when it comes to filming. I don't feel quite so exposed to everybody. Olive yellow. And this is where we're going to get into some of the earthier tones. Into the ochres and the olives. Light olive. Alright, and then we're on to khaki green. You can whoever named these pencils like fashion. We've got blue jeans, we've got khakis. I know that was a dumb joke. I'm just trying to make conversation, guys. That's it. All right, now we're on to olive gray. If they're not perfect swatches, I don't really care so much. Oh, where you can see it. Olive. Okay, where are we? Olive brown is right here. Let me go ahead and pull it out. Olive brown. All right. Olive black. That one's right here. There we go. Shouldn't have to scoot any colors around anymore. Green ochre. That's a good question where that one's going to be. I don't have any idea. And I don't know what it looks like, so we may end up skipping it. I have golden ochre. Let's just skip over that one for now, and we'll come back to it when we find it. Orangish yellow. I know that one's going to be here somewhere. Golden ochre, orangish yellow. Here we go. So we're skipping over a slot for the green ochre because I don't know where it is right now. Light ochre, which is this one. Yep. Get that speck of whatever that is off of there. Okay. Golden ochre. And then ochre, which I think is this one. Yep. About the color of my drawing board here. Like a cork color, I guess, if I had to name it. Light beige. This is going to be fun because I don't know what these look like either. What would a light beige pencil look like? Well, here's regular beige. There it is. I found it. Light beige. It's like a gray to me. Everybody's version of beige is different. Like in the Blick Studio set, their beige is like pink, which is just the strangest thing. Beige. And see, this looks like a warm gray to me, or like a French gray almost. Yeah, it looks more like French gray to me than a beige, but then again, you know, my knowledge of what a color is what might be a little bit tainted, I guess. Tainted brownish beige, which is this one. Cocoa. I don't know the browns that well because I don't use the browns a whole lot. Sepia, slate gray, bister, cocoa. Oh, here it is. I need to use browns more. I need to color like more brunette hair and trees and rocks and things. Hazel, which is a light color. This one right here. Motorcycle's back. Oh, now it's gone again. It's a good day to be out on a ride. It's like 72 degrees outside, which, I mean, honestly, if I had my pick of perfect weather, where it was always the same weather every single day, I would probably have to pick 72 degrees. Unless it's raining, and then 75 degrees. That's just perfect for me. I don't like it too cold, and I don't like it too hot. I'm really, really picky. Alright, so now I'm looking for English red. And I'm turning my pencils around here so I can see them all. Got 2 rows left, guys. Y'all are troopers hanging in here with me. And then I'll show you what my pencil case looks like when I get them all finished. Because it looks pretty. I'm over here just drooling over my pencil case. Brownish orange. I don't know which one that is. Brown ochre. Mahogany, brownish orange. I found it right here. It doesn't really look brownish orange to me. Maybe orangish brown. But you know, it's their pencils. They can call them whatever they want. I just color. Okay. Mahogany, which I think I just saw somewhere. Mahogany's a reddish color. Yeah, there it is. These are all like the earthy reds down here. Ooh, I like that. Now I kind of want to get that Debbie McComber book, the Come Home to Color. I have it on my Amazon wish list. And I'm waiting for the price to come down a little so I can order it, because the price, it just keeps going up. Like, I keep waiting for it to come down, and it gets higher and higher. I'm thinking I'm going to end up just ordering it soon anyway. But I really do like that book. And I want to color in it. And there's another one I put on my wish list that's very, very similar to it that I like too. But just interior design seems like something really cool to color. All right, that was Indian red. Now we're moving over to Bordeaux red, which is right here. It's like a wine color, and it's really pretty. Okay, russet, which is like a rusty color. All right, brown ochre. So here soon, I'm going to be putting some time into coming up with some videos, some ideas. I want to do 2 videos a week. I'm going to do one like a color along style, whether it's, you know, a regular color along or coloring to music. And I want to do another that is more color and chat. Show you how to do something. I want to do 2 different types of videos every week. And I'm going to make another video here soon that you guys may even see before this one. Kind of talking about where I'm going with my channel. What's going to happen now. Because people keep asking me, you know, what are you going to do? Are you going to keep making videos? Are you back for good? The thing is I don't really know. Things seem to change in my life so quickly that I can't make any promises. And I will say that I'm not going to post any kind of color alongs unless I can get the whole thing finished and recorded and videoed and uploaded to YouTube. Once I have everything uploaded and ready to be published, I'll schedule it all to publish. And I'll publish like 1 part a week. And then this way, I have no doubt that the color along, if I'm doing one, is going to be finished. Even if I can't make any more videos or something happens in my life that keeps me from coming back, at least that way, I know the videos are there. I may not be able to answer a bunch of questions about them if something like that were to happen, but I'll know that they're there, and I won't feel guilty leaving you guys hanging or anything like that. All right, brown, regular old brown. So I'm trying to figure out how to do this, how I'm going to make it work. If I do a color along, I'm going to start filming it right after I get done with sloths. which I'm uploading as I finish parts of it. And I'll be finishing another part of it this week, so that I won't have to worry about. That's a nice small little picture, and I already know exactly how I plan on doing it, so I have no concerns about that not getting finished. Van Dyke Brown. But ultimately, I mean, first things first, supporting my family comes first. So when work picks up or when something happens in my life and I have to take on extra work to get the bills paid or to handle whatever emergency situation comes up, then that's what I have to do first and foremost. But like I said, I'm trying to find a way to make sure that I can do what I'm doing and nothing interferes, if that makes any sense. Let me get back in frame. We're on sepia. I love the sepia in this set. It is so dark and so rich. It's one of my favorite sepias. I like the dark sepia in the polychromos a lot too. Okay, now we're on to Beaster, which is a lot different than the Beaster in the polychromos set, but it's still a gorgeous color. I mean, it's not much different really, it's just darker. The Beaster in the polychromos set is not the Stark. Okay, and now we're on to Umber. Let me slide my sheet back over. Holy cow, we've been swatching for like 45 minutes already. That's insane. I never realized how long this actually takes. Some of you guys are probably bored out of your minds. But some of you are probably still watching and looking up whenever you hear the name of a color that you really like. You're probably looking up at the screen while you're coloring going, ooh, I want to see that. You know how I know that? Because that's how I color and that's how I watch YouTube videos. Alright, now we're on to Ash Gray, which is over here. Oh, and I found the green ochre. It was somehow tucked in with the grays. Ash Gray is pretty much like, you can't even see it. Let me go ahead and get green ochre back up here. That's right here, yeah. Ooh, that's saturated too. It is Mother's Day while I'm doing this. My family, my roommate and my oldest and my middle child are making dinner tonight, so I don't have to. Only thing I wanted to do was relax and color, and I haven't gotten to color yet today, unfortunately. I did go out to play some Pokemon Go for a while. I'm an avid Pokemon Go player. I absolutely love it. If you don't see me coloring, if I'm not coloring or working, I'm probably out walking around somewhere playing Pokemon Go. Silver Gray. And I'm getting ready to go through and get rid of a whole bunch of non-active people on my Pokemon Go friends list because I don't get enough. Like, they've got it to where you can open 30 gifts a day now, but I don't get 30 gifts a day because none of the people on my list are active, really. I mean, I've got like probably 15 people on there who play, you know, every day. Sometimes I'll miss a day or two in a row, but very rarely 3 or more. Some of these people haven't played in months, so I need to go through there and get rid of all of them. Ooh, wait, that wind feels like it's about to blow my door in. Steel Gray. So yeah, I'm going to do that. I've got a couple people I've been meaning to add, and I need to get in and do that. Yeah. But we've already gone out to do the Pokemon Go thing today, so no more of that. Back up here. Stop moving. Gray. And I'll link to all of this in the description box so that you guys, if you're interested in these pencils, you can find it. Again, for the swatch chart, it is Mystic Sparkle Wings is the name of the artist. I found her or him or them, I'm not sure, I found this person on, I believe it was a Google search, which led me to Pinterest, which led me to DeviantArt, which is where I found where this person had uploaded this. So if you want to go search for it, go ahead. Again, this person did give permission for you to use the sheet. He or she gave permission for me to use the sheet also, as long as I give credit. So I'm going to give credit in the description that it was designed by Mystic Sparkle Wings. Mystic Sparkle Wings, if you end up seeing this, I don't know if you're into watching adult colorists who are doing their very best to make artists proud, but thank you for the sheet. If you do happen to stumble across this, I really appreciate it. This is by far my favorite swatch sheet of all the ones I have tried. It's genius of you to get 150 swatches on a regular letter size sheet of paper. Makes me very happy. Grayish black. We're almost there, guys. We're almost there. Just got a few left. This is like a charcoal color. My Fitbit keeps lighting up at me. I wonder what's going on. I want my Fitbit. I've got a Fitbit Versa 2. It's pretty nifty. See, I've got almost 10,000 steps already today, and it's only 4:30. Slate gray right here. We get to check the metallics here in a minute, because when I did the metallics on the other swatch, I didn't color them very hard, so I don't know if they're actually metallic. But there are 3 metallic colors in this set, so we'll test them out and we'll see how metallic they are. Oh, no, wait. There's a charcoal. There's charcoal right here. It's in my hand. So the grayish black is grayish black. Wow, this is pretty black. There's something under here. Probably little bits of my eraser from earlier. All right, now we're on to ivory black. So anybody who is smarter than me about these things, correct me if I'm wrong, but in this set, there are 2 blacks. There is an ivory black and a black black. And from what I have been told, ivory black is a bit softer than a normal black. So it will show, like if I wanted to layer it, let's say I was coloring a leaf and I wanted to mix in some black for a shadow, ivory black is designed for that. Whereas a regular black is heavier and darker. Or do I have that backwards? I can't remember. I can't really tell much of a difference. Maybe it's the other way around. This one feels almost gray compared to the ivory black, so I think I'm backwards. Yeah, this one doesn't seem nearly as black as ivory black. I don't know if you guys, I don't know if my video quality is good enough for you to see that difference. But I think I said it backwards. I think this is the one you layer with, and this is the deep, deep black. That's how it looks to me. All right, so on to the metallics. First is gold. So let's go nice and heavy with it. I'm gonna put, I can see pieces of glitter coming off of that. I'll do silver, and I'll try to hold them up to the light when I'm finished here so that we can see if they shine like true metallics. Because, you know, sometimes a good metallic pencil, especially if you can get one that will let you layer a light layer over something and still have some of that metallic effect. Yeah, that would be nice. And then bronze. I'm trying to keep it a little light over here because I want to see if you can still see the metallic when you don't have much pigment on the paper. Alright, let's take a look. Yeah, see, they're not, I mean, they have that sheen to them, definitely. Let me see if I can do it where you can see. See the sheen? Yeah, there you go. They've got that sheen to them, but see, they all shine because they have a little oil in them. But, yeah. I mean, I guess those are good. I'm going to try it on some toned paper here. Just a light. Once over with the silver. Yeah, see? I don't, here, look. See if you guys can see it. It shines, like even that just light little layer. I'm trying to get it to where the camera will pick it up. That's kind of neat. All right, well, I missed putting a couple pencils in. Let's see, I missed a Venetian red somewhere. Yep, I didn't even do Venetian red, so I'm gonna go all the way back through and fix all that, but that's okay. So we're gonna put gold, silver, and bronze. I didn't even notice that I missed Venetian red until right now. All right, so let's take a look at my pretty pencil case. If it'll let me zoom you guys back out. There we go, it's just delayed. Sorry for the... Oh, it's gone haywire. It's got a bit of a delay going on here, so. All right. This is what we've got. All the pretty colors. Makes me want to do some colored pencil ASMR. Venetian red comes after hazel, which is, where is the hazel? I know it's here somewhere. It comes over right here. So I gotta move all these down one. So I'll go ahead and do that while I'm telling you guys bye. So I'm not sure yet whether or not this is going to be my upload for Wednesday. If it is, you should be expecting the next installment of slots probably on Saturday. And I may go ahead and do a color and chat and just make it like a bonus video. But for right now, the goal is going to be Wednesdays and Saturdays for my uploads. That's, you know, dead center, middle of the week, and then the weekend. And I feel like if I do it that way, at least if I know I'm going to be really busy for 1 week, I can go ahead and do a couple of videos in advance. And now that I know that YouTube will allow me to schedule them fairly far in advance, that kind of opens up a whole new world. I don't know why I didn't know that before. I should have paid attention to it. But I was uploading from my desktop and I saw the option to schedule it, which made me very happy. All right, so we're gonna swatch Venetian red. And then look at this pretty swatch. Look at it, look at it. It's so nice. The Venetian red goes right here, and then it's gonna go in the case. There we go. Alright guys, it has been so much fun swatching these out with you. I hope that this helped those of you who have been considering this set of pencils. They are expensive, guys. They're not cheap. They're like between $225 and $250 US dollars or more, depending on, you know, when you get them, because prices fluctuate all the time. And that's on Amazon, which was the cheapest place that I could find. And sometimes I think Blick is a little cheaper, but then you have to pay for shipping unless you have like a free shipping coupon or whatever. And I think you get free shipping with everything over $50 anyway, so I'm pretty sure that the shipping would be free in the US. But that's neither here nor there. If you guys have been thinking about buying this set of pencils, but you aren't sure whether or not you want to make that kind of investment, because the 76 set of luminance is much less than the 120 Pablos right now, but of course it's like half the pencils. These are going to be best for somebody who likes to color earthy things a lot, I think. A lot of these colors are really super earthy. There are some colors in here clearly for skin tones that you could do skin tones. You've got your olive brown, your olive browns, you got your beiges over here. You've got some nice deep rich browns, starting with the brown ochre and the cinnamon for darker skin tones. You've got your granite rose and apricot and salmons for your lighter skin tones. The selection of blues and greens and earth colors in here is phenomenal. And that's why this set was such a must-have for me. And then there's also the fact that they are right smack in between a Prismacolor and a Polychromos. If you took the best qualities of a Prismacolor and the best qualities of a Polychromos and you put them together in a pencil, they would be the Pablos. And I know there are going to be people out there who disagree with me. And honestly, guys, I'm not an artist. I'm not a professional colorist. I'm just a hobbyist. So if somebody disagrees with me, please put it down in the comments. Let me know why you disagree with me and what you think about it. I do know that the Pablo color pencils are an oil and wax blend. Caran has come out and said that all of the pencils that they make are wax. Which, I mean, and people have taken that to mean that there's no oil. Well, the thing about oil pencils is that all oil pencils are going to have at least some wax in them, some kind of wax binders. It's a mix. It's always going to be a mix. So you're going to have solid parts of a binder, then you're going to have some wax, and you're going to have some oil, or, you know, whatever. You can't just put oil in a pencil. It won't work. It won't work very well. You've got to have other things. So all pencils are going to be a mix of wax or oil. The pencils that you hear people refer to as wax pencils are pencils that either do not use any oil in the formulation at all, or who the formulations have so little oil that it really isn't going to make a difference. Like, it's not going to be noticeable, like a Prismacolor. I don't know if Prismacolor uses any oil at all in their formulation, but those are a wax pencil, and it's very clear because you get that waxy bloom. Pablos are they're a different breed. With your luminance, you can tell those are waxy because they're nice and soft, like a Prismacolor. Not as soft as a Prismacolor, but in that range of softness. These are harder than a luminance, but they're softer than a polychromos. I think I've been over this enough that you guys get it. You're like, God, Erin, just shut up. We understand what you're saying already. But I think if you want a pencil that is going to be good for landscapes, good for botanicals, good for I don't know, like if you like to color mountainsides or farms or things like that, these are going to be really, really good for you. If you prefer coloring portraits, I think the luminance is going to be the better bet for you. Even though there are not as many pencils, those pencils are so phenomenal, you can mix any color that you want with what you get there. They layer beautifully and mix beautifully, as do these, but not quite like the luminance. Okay, guys, I think I've talked your heads off enough during this swatch and chat session. I hope you enjoyed swatching the Pablo colored pencils. I know I sure did, and I get to end the video with all of my pencils in beautiful color order, the way nature intended. And I'm just going to sit and pet them now because they're beautiful. If you got any ideas for videos you want to see, anything that you need some help with, anything that I haven't covered in the past already, leave it in the comments, because I'm trying to come up with some ideas for videos, and I think I might start just recording some in advance just so I have them. But yeah. Alright guys, if you like this video, please go down and hit the thumbs up button. That helps me out so much because it tells YouTube that people like my content. And that means that YouTube will show my content to more people. And that means more support for me. So please do that. If you haven't subscribed, go ahead and do so. I'm planning all kinds of content coming up in the future. So if you don't want to miss it, hit the notification bell. And it's going to say all personalized or none. That's up to you. If you hit personalized, you're going to get a few notifications. If you hit all, you're going to know every single time I upload a video. Some people like one, some people like the other. Me, I just hope you watch. I hope you enjoy it. Down in the description box, you're going to find a whole bunch of links. You're going to find all the products that I use in this video, the Pablo 120 set, the pencil case if I can find it, the Ohuhu electric eraser if I can find the stencil, I'll put it down there. This came from Office Depot, the little page protector. I keep my swatches all in a binder in these little page protectors so that they're not exposed to the sun. So I'm probably not going to fiddle with that. But yeah, I'll put everything in the description box. You're also going to find a link to my Amazon wish list so you can see what kinds of things I'm into right now, what I'm interested in getting. You're going to find pencil cases, coloring books, sets of pencils, watercolors, everything is in my wish list. If you want to support the channel, those Amazon links are affiliate links, which means every time you buy a product, you don't pay any more for it. But I get a few pennies commission for every dollar you spend, and all that money goes right back into the channel to help me buy more paper, more coloring books, more pencils, more stuff to show all of you, which is important for keeping things interesting. If you want to support the channel, but you don't want to shop on Amazon, there's a link to Coffee, which is a website where you can go and buy me a coffee. It's a $3 or more donation. And again, all that money goes right back into the channel to help buy more things, show you more stuff. You know the spiel. I don't have to go over this anymore. But for all of you who do support the channel in that way, thank you very much. For all of you who support the channel by watching the videos in their entirety and liking them and sharing them and commenting, thank you to you as well. You guys really make it so much fun for me to be here and do these things. And I'm really enjoying myself. I'm happy to be back. Thank you so much for tuning in. And until next time, happy coloring.